yourself and you wonder, what did I do wrong? What happened?
Woo! Amigos, welcome to this side of heaven. It is bad. Tell me, what is going on? Everything looking good? Everything looking good? Square, the music is up. Niambieni, can you see me properly? One more time. Let me fix myself here. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? We are here. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Oh yeah, we need this one too. Oops. Get your money right. That's good. In the marketplace of a change of value. Nimeingia na tunaistahili. 254 keep coimet. Kenyan Breeze Forex. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. We are here, we are here, we are here. In this marketplace of exchange of I have a special song for the 25 of you that are here. If you are new here, you have not subscribed to this page, please just take a moment and subscribe. And for the rest of you, get the likes up. I just made this song 3 minutes ago. And it's in relation to hypergamy, because we're going to have a very short. I need actually to put an alarm to remind me when to add the live. Let me see, 4:15, 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock is good. So I just created this song, and I made it R&B. So that it can help us to tackle the issue of hypergamy. I have a full video on hypergamy. It is called "A Woman's Needs Are Directly Proportional to the Value of the Source of Her Provision." Some of you have not seen that video. So I just created these 2 songs that are going to play in a minute so that it can get us to understand what hypergamy is. Get the likes up, get the likes up, get the likes up, get the likes up, get the likes up. Tuned in from Nairobi, J Music 12M. The making POKO for me. Acha nikujie wisdom. Ndogo niwache kuwa na bistic. What did I do wrong? What happened? This to all the Canodians. Hypergamy is cruel. She chews you up and spits you out. She monkey branches and leaves. You question yourself and you wonder, what did I do wrong? What happened? You did not do anything wrong, bro. That was not your woman.
to keep. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just get your money right, amigo. You see, in this game of exchange of values in the sexual marketplace, she already comes with a value. The value is in her youth as a woman. You do not have your own value. You were born with no value. You have to build your own value. Get your money right, Mr. Big Shot. Then and only then will you participate in the marketplace of exchange of value. Listen to me. When you get your money right, when
Get your money up.
Get your money up. The same women that denied you their own value. Go back in time and reward yourself with a fresh young woman that has value. And trade on equal terms in this marketplace of exchange of value.
All right, here we go. Mutakuwa character developed mpaka mpate kichwa.
The game of hypergamy is cruel.
The game of hypergamy is cruel.
She
She chews you up and spits you out.
She monkey
branches it.
You question yourself.
And you question yourself and you start wondering, what did I do
What did
wrong?
I do wrong? What happened? You did not do.
You did not do anything wrong, bro.
That was not
your woman to give.
Don't beat yourself up.
Don't beat yourself up.
Just get your money.
Just get your money right. Get your money up.
You see, in this game of exchange,
Tell them.
values in
Tell
the
them.
sexual
Why
marketplace, she already comes with her value. Her value is in her youth as a woman. You do not have your
Any
own
value
value.
of your
You
own,
want
bro.
no value. You have to
074.
build your own value. Get your money right.
69.3.
Then and only then will you participate in the marketplace of exchange of values. Listen to me.
Listen.
When you get your money right,
Get your money right.
get your value up.
But when you do not spend that value with the women that denied you their own value. Go back in time and get yourself fleshy. Get yourself like a fleshy. Just make sure they have an ID. All right, there we go. Stop complaining.
Yeah.
Get the likes up.
Yeah.
Get the likes up.
Yeah. Yo, man. We are in the age of technology.
We are.
Stop
They killed that body
to
cop.
give you jobs. This is not 1966. You are not in your father's times. Get off your ass and be creative. Get off your victimhood and be productive. Don't pay your beauty. Don't be a loser. Anymore, my science dog.
Wamuzi, I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. Karibu, this side of madness. Total madness.
Create a better life for yourself. Create, innovate, and be useful. This is the extreme logic zone. Take your feelings to your nyanye. You know. Complaining and start creating, create a better life for yourself. Create and innovate and be useful. Woo!
Naturalize the will. He tries to Caracas as in Guinea, I'm not sure. That looks good.
This is the extreme
Logic
zone.
zone.
Take your feelings to your nyanya. Yeah, no.
Cuyeno.
Stop complaining and start creating. Create a better life for yourself. Create and innovate and be useful. This is the extreme logic song.
Hapo sasa. Hapo sasa.
Yeah. Young men, we are in the age of technology.
We are.
Stop waiting for the government to give you jobs.
Tuned in from Dublin.
This is not
Mr. Maina
1966.
Wambicho. Karibu
You are not in
sana.
your father's times. Get off your DUNZ ass and be creative. Get off your victimhood and be productive. Yeah. Yo, men, we are in the age of technology. Stop.
All right. I have a day job, guys. I have a day job. Ngoja kidogo. Oh, gosh. All right, here we go. There you go. I'm done.
Yeah. Yo, men, we are in the age of technology. Stop waiting for the government to give you jobs.
Zimewaka vizuri. Zimecharge. Perfect.
This is not 1966. You are not in your father's times. Get off your DUNZ ass and be creative.
Once.
Get off your victimhood
Once.
and be productive. Don't be a puny.
Don't be a
Don't be
puny.
a loser. Stop complaining and start creating. Create a better life for yourself. Create and innovate. And
Somebody is saying, anza show bwana, bado zinaisha. Nagoja super chats na Mpesa. Zikiingia hivi 2, 3, 5, 6 hivi nitaanza show. Wacha kasese.
This is the extreme logic song.
It is.
Take your feelings to your yeah.
Uko. Pelekea feelings to your nyanye.
Start creating. Create a better life for
The samples 1904.
and be useful.
All right, for those who have just come, this is the character development song, The Art of Hypergamy. Get the likes up.
The game of hypergamy is cruel. She chews you up and spits you out. She monkey branches and leaves. You question yourself and you wonder, what did I do wrong? What happened? You did not do anything wrong, bro. That was not your woman to keep. Don't beat yourself up, little guy. Just get your money right.
Get your money up.
Amigo.
Get your money up. Get your money up.
You see, in this game of exchange of values in the sexual marketplace, she already comes with a value.
Ronald Kirui, thank you so much for that health and pesa. We headed somewhere.
You were born with no value. You have to build your own value. Get your money right, Mr. Big Shot. Then and only then will you participate in the marketplace of exchange of value. Yeah.
Woo! Here we are. Show Yanze.
When you get your money
What are we talking about?
When you get your value up, you'll not spend that value. The same women that denied you their own value. Go back in time and reward yourself with a fresh young woman that has value. And trade on equal terms in this marketplace of exchange of value. I belong.
All right. I'm not sure if that person is the one commenting here, but there is a M-Pesa from one Kalijin guy, one Ronald Kirui, a very healthy M-Pesa. The number is pinned on the top of the chat. And there is also, what is that thing called? Cash App. For those in North America, this thing is talking. Can I hear myself now? Okay, it's off. Yeah, so let's get started. Uni wibo ya mapuni, exactly, 100%. A role of a woman is to find what makes a man happy and get rid of that nonsense. 100%. 100%. Sahi IQ hangekuwa anajibaba na ngoma zake kama angekuwa, bro, why are you preaching to the choir? Why are you preaching to the choir? The role of a woman is to figure out what makes her man happy and then put an end to that nonsense. 100%. Expound on the topic about influence and what makes people buy. Buying and selling is not exchange of goods and services. It's exchange of enthusiasm. Briefly, before we do what we are here to do. What makes people buy? The whole idea of influencers, and back in the day when I was working at Tuskys, they used to be called merchandisers. The whole idea of influencers is to get young, energetic women who seemingly are so enthusiastic about the product. Why? Because that is what you are buying. You are not buying goods and services. You are buying enthusiasm. When you see Mami, I don't know why I have that name in my head, and I know that's not her name. The one who changed her name to Mirungi. In her previous life, when she was this super influencer, whatever the product she was pushing, women saw themselves in the enthusiasm of that woman, not the product. When she goes and she's given, let's give an example of red bottom shoes. It never happened. And then she matches it up with a nice evening coat and a short evening dress. And she's holding a nice handbag. She is expressing enthusiasm in that thing. When she shows you in a restaurant, like you did, Trevor Noah, when my children took you to a restaurant, we are looking at you eating a burger. That energy, that joy, that utility, the gratification that you are deriving from you eating a burger, that's what people want. People are not going to go to that place, and I hope you have gone back there and told them that you can advertise their burgers and show them that video you did. People are not going there to buy a burger. People are not going there particularly because that place sells a burger. People want to buy into the enthusiasm that you displayed when you are eating that burger. When people are driving by in Kilaleshwa to where you stand and record cars, people are coming to buy into the energy that you are exuding when you're interacting with motorists. They're not coming there to be recorded. They're not coming there to be posted on IG and on TikTok. They are not coming there to showcase their cars. They are coming to suck your energy, the enthusiasm. In marketing psychology, there is a name for it. Let me go to my post on TikTok because I quoted it. If you go to my TikTok, there is a French phrase that I put up there below the X factor. Je ne sais que. In Spanish, yo no sé qué. In Kikuyu, ke odoke hoita amanya ne ke. I am serious in all those three phrases. I am 100% serious. The X factor explanation in French, it is something I cannot define what it is. Je ne sais qué. In Spanish, yo no sé qué. I can't figure out what that thing is. In Kikuyu, ke odoke ho. That thing, that particular thing is what people buy into. That thing, je ne sais qué. That thing that it is not explainable. That enthusiasm, that is what people buy into. That's why now they have merchandisers. Well, modern day influencers. That's what commercials are on TV. During Super Bowl, which is about to happen, a 28 to 32 second commercial. 28 seconds, 32-second commercials are going to go to the upwards of $3 million. When you watch those commercials, and if you watch previous commercials of Doritos or McDonald's or whatever that product is, the message is enthusiasm. You knew Doritos existed. They come in a red bag, and they are chili, dusty, useless food, dead food, in a red bag. Everybody knows that. But the moment you see the enthusiasm in that 28-second commercial that the Dorito company paid $4 million for to access the Super Bowl, now you want a bag of Doritos. Chances are you have expired Doritos in your pantry that you forgot from 3 years ago. But the moment you see that commercial right there, with the people with that energy that they are exuding to you, selling that Dorito, you are like, I am buying a Dorito. I am buying a McDonald's. I am buying Feeding the Gap. That is the psychology behind the question you're asking. What is the role of influencers in making people buy? So if you go to the comment to, where is this?
Happy New Year.
Goja. Where is, how do I go there? It's here. I'll put the volume down so that it doesn't bother you. I'm looking for the wordings. The wordings I used. Where are they? Where am I going to find them? Okay, it's right here. So now in marketing psychology, they are called the 5. I'm reading from my TikTok post. They are called Big 5 traits that influence people, that make people have the X factor. It's the openness, it's the conscientiousness, it's the extraversion, it's the agreeability or agreeableness, and it's the neuroticism. In the conversation you are having with Mr. Kisbadit, you are comparing a comparable person who does exactly the same thing that you do for longer than you have done.
Like now the kids who are in town, like even
becomes memorable for this precise reason. Listen to this clip.
I shouldn't compare you. I will, because you stand out. No. You stand out. And here's the thing, I've invited other car spotters like on the podcast. Okay. They didn't show up. And I don't blame them. And I don't
No way.
I have.
No way. I think, hello, I'm gonna come. Alafu akose kuja.
Yeah, na pia ya kusoma message na akose kurespond. Yeah.
No, even no.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. But
I don't blame them because I understand they don't have a personality. Because labda anasema,
Atakuja kuongelea nini?
nitasema nini? Because even in my videos I don't talk.
Nimeelewa.
So nitasema, na mimi unajua I'm here nimekukalisha like over like 1 hour.
1 hour.
We have to talk. Tuna go back and forth. So if that's not your strong point, it's a very unfortunate because whatever you're doing, any kid who comes from school can do the same thing.
Just recording, slap music on top, book, post.
And the thing is, you also have to understand, like now the kids who are in town, like even shooting on Sundays, you can see kids who are primo like over the whole
Bro, I saw a kid with like 3.1 million. Like,
exactly.
And then,
Hata ukiangalia dance videos, like the kids who shoot me, quality, they are dancing, they are good, and then interactions pia sasa. So if somebody comes in, let's say ako around 14, 15 there,
and they're hot, or they are
not tall, something unique, like attend to kids. Unajua, first of all, corporate zote zinamchukua as a representative of all the other kids.
Wow, of course.
So that same kid comes there na personality yake, and then I mix up sasa na like maybe car content na nini. No, just car content. Anakampia kileleshwa sasa.
God damn.
Akamta sasa pia kileleshwa.
It's not about the location.
It is about the location, clearly. Ulitoka Kiambu Road kwa nini?
Then
go back to Kiambu.
Go back to Kiambu. The point Trevor is making is, it's not about the location. It's about the personality. It's about the character. That's why Kibe succeeds in everything he touches. It does not matter what that thing is. It does not matter how far back you look at his trajectory, because he has become the X factor. Somebody here is saying, we are not buying this book because of the 28 laws of commandments, A Journey to Manhood. We are buying this book because his picture is on it. I implored on him to put the picture on the cover, a conversation we already had multiple times in public. That I told him at the time, when we were talking about it, there are only 4 people who put their photo on their book. They are called Nelson Mandela, they are called Bill Clinton, they are called Barack Obama, they are called Andrew Kibe. When you see those books, when you see that picture on the cover, you don't care what is the title. You are buying that energy. You are buying that resilience. You are buying that success story. You are buying that comeback kid in the case of Bill Clinton, in the case of Andrew Kibe, the resilience of Nelson Mandela, the unlikely success story of a black man with a father from Kenya and a mother from Kansas in Barack Obama. Those 4 faces, Nelson Mandela, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Andrew Kibe, when you see them on a page, on a book, that's what you're buying, whether you know it or not, whether you agree with me or not. Now, that is what influences people to purchase. There is a saying in business that says, at the end of the day, buying and selling is just an exchange of enthusiasm. That's why they have people who have the energy to be behind this product. When people like the marathon guy, the sprinter from Jamaica, what is his name? The one who does this. Why do you think Bolt? Yes, Usain Bolt. Thank you so much, Ghost. You are commenting in real time. What the fuck? Why do you think he advertises the shoes he advertises? Why do you think Magic Johnson advertises the shoes he advertises? Why do you think the other Johnson advertises the shoe he advertises? Because you want to be part of that energy, of that enthusiasm. Red Bull gives you wings. And then they show you extreme bicycle guys doing backflips 6 times over in the air before they perfectly land and scale out on a platform. Red Bull gives you wings. When you're taking out Red Bull, you want that enthusiasm of the biker guy who is flying in the air after taking Red Bull. When we were growing up, way back, there was a commercial on TV from Guatemala. And Guatemala is, I think it's Central America or something on this hemisphere. Way back, I'll say you will find it on YouTube. It's a summer day on the beach. People are dressed in beach clothes, and there are beach houses with multiple levels with balconies. And somebody on the balcony is just opened a Fanta. And when they are taking their first sip, a drop of Fanta escaped. And it's now in slow motion falling towards the beach that is filled up with people. And the moment the Fanta was opened, people started paying attention. And now they start seeing there is a tiny little drip of Fanta coming their way. And they are scrabbling against each other to be the one to catch that drop of Fanta. And the lucky one, when they get it, they say, Fanta, Guatemala. Enthusiasm. That is what people buy. Enthusiasm. That's why Trevor Noah, all 19 years of him, has figured out to be the best car spotter in Nairobi today. People are buying that energy. People see him on TikTok. There is a popular politician, the top 3 popular politicians. Don't worry, Trevor, I'm not going to mention them. Their children showed him, hey, Dad, you see this guy, you see his energy, you need to drive by there. And get that energy from him. And sure enough, the guy drove by there. 2 days later, the ones that implored on the dad to drive there, themselves, he drove there. Enthusiasm. That is what people are buying into. And when you separate the buying and the selling and the product, that price tag has no limit. There is no fixed price for that product, because now you have moved from communicating about price. You are communicating value. There's another business term. Price is the conversation you have when you're not communicating value. When you are fixated on bargaining the price of this product, that means that product has no value. But when you look at Trevor Noah on a random video, and as much as you can see how much money is exchanging hands, there's a border guy giving him 200 shillings. You tell me what percentage of A boda guy's day's work is 200 shillings. Seriously. It's a huge percentage. It's a huge percentage. 200 shillings is a lot of money in a boda's guy's earning. And he is there communicating value. That's how this stuff works. People who sell houses are very good. The reason some of these houses in Nairobi are not selling, by the way, I just saw when I was about to enter. The reason, and the people who are selling houses in Runda and that other place where Ruto lives, the original home of the vice president, whatever the name of that place is. The reason some of those very expensive homes are not selling is because they are empty. I don't know why these people don't know that. And they are selling multi-million-dollar homes. Literally multi-million-dollar homes in Kenya. People do not buy empty homes at all. You have to set that house to communicate to the potential buyer how it would look when they occupy that space. They have to emotionally see themselves living there. I saw a very expensive house, Ruda and that other place. Karen is the place. A very good house. It's not even, some of the utilities places are not finished, but it's empty. You can show that house for a whole year. Rarely you're going to get an offer because people cannot visualize themselves in that house. Smart people set the house so that they can communicate the value of the house to the potential buyer. They get in there and they see themselves in it. If you are selling an empty house, you are leaving so much on the part of the potential buyer to imagine they want you to bridge that gap. Another business term is bridging the chasm. I have a client, the best in the world. People like Kibe who know me, they know I nickname him my God. She is my true boss. She sells multi-million-dollar homes to billionaires. Some of my billionaire clients are flow over from my interacting with them through her. She takes these people to 3 houses only. Big names. The owner of Oracle, the owner of the Kite Bar, the guy who is on the Shark Tank, real big hitters. Only 3 houses. Let me give you the background. If the seller has not set up the house, she has her own warehouse full of furnitures of different kinds. Contemporary, modern, Mediterranean, new century, whatever that design of the house is, she has that furniture, those furniture. So if that house does not come with furniture, she has a logistic company that goes to her warehouse and moves the furniture and set the house. 3 only. She never saw anybody more than 3 houses. And she set the house dependent on the profile she has created about the client. The guy from the Shark Tank is 55, 56 at the time, with a younger wife in her 30s. So their children are very young. She has to do her homework to showcase a house that serves a young family. 3 houses, that's it. So even the decoration in the kids' room, she has premeditated it to suit the kids. 2 boys and 1 girl. So when the kids step in their individual bedrooms, they see themselves in it. They are the ones that are going to help pitch the sale because they already fell in love with the set of the house. If it's an older family, I'm not going to mention that person, with an equally older wife and the children are in college, she figures out that these people like throwing parties. She looks for a house in the best, most prime location with a backyard big enough to hold parties, with a swimming pool and everything. She showed them 3 houses. And she sets all the houses to fit that individual taste of this particular group of people. Because their children are older, but they are very vibrant, they are very active, they are at the very, 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 very top of the corporate world. So they like entertaining people. So they want the people they bring in. During the Formula One, we brought a group of 3 guys in their very early 30s, and 2 of them were in their 20s, that had sold a company to this company for 450 million in London. And they were part of the people being entertained during the day at Formula One and at night in his house. So she does the homework, figures out what you want. If it's a school-going kids, she's going to look for a house in the best school district in Austin. It's called EANES, INS, school district. So that they can buy into the best school system in Austin, Texas. So when I see these people selling houses, empty houses in Runda and Karen, I'm like, what is the disconnect here? Where is your homework? Who is your customer? Because if you're talking about price, you have not communicated value. Your case is Are we together? Are we together? That's how that stuff works. People do not buy goods and services. At the end of the day, they are exchanging enthusiasm. If you are enthusiastic about your product, that's what they are buying into. Tuned in from Australia, my night shift, big IQ. See, Mr. J Money, isn't to Australia already in February? Are you people not in February already? All right, I hope that helps, Mr. 19-year-old Trevor Noah. That's what makes people buy. How can somebody stop drinking addiction? The answer is in the question. Stop. Discipline. Value yourself. Why are you drinking? Why are you drinking? Because oftentimes, and it's not all the cases, and I'm not an expert in this, when men drink, it's because they are dealing with something different. I mean, we generally know about people saying drinking to forget their problems. And then they wake up tomorrow, the problem are still there with another problem of a hangover. Would it not be much easier to deal with the problem? instead of masking it over with alcohol? I don't know. I'm just asking. Women drink for different reasons. We can talk about that later. But men, it's because they are being triggered to compensate for their inability to deal with a problem that they should have dealt with. And now they are masking it over by knocking themselves out. It's too much. So nikuwekee music hapa ujue mimi ni singer songwriter. The game of hypergamy is cruel. She chews you up and spits you out. She monkey branches and leaves. You question yourself and you wonder, what did I do wrong? What happened? You did not do anything wrong, bro. That was not your one to keep. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just get your money right, amigo. You see, in this game of exchange of values in the sexual marketplace, she already comes with a value. Her value is in her youth as a woman. You do not have your own value. You were born with no value. You have to build your own value. Get your money right, Mr. Big Shot. Then and only then will you participate in the marketplace of exchange of value. Yeah. Listen to me. When you get your money right, when you get your value right, do not spend that value. The same women that denied you their own value, go back in time and reward yourself with a fresh and young woman that has value, and trade on equal terms in this marketplace of exchange of value. Yes, if you are drinking, what is the pain you are escaping? Why don't you have the courage to deal with that pain once and for all, so that that pain is not your master? That pain is not preoccupying your life and your routine and your everything. I don't know whether it was Kengori or somebody a long time ago who said that people who drink, when they get money, the first budgetary appropriation is to alcohol. Imagine what you would do with that money. The same money, the same kind of things I keep saying about African Christians. If they were being told that the same exact money they take to church every Sunday, they continue taking the same amount of money, but they are investing in the welfare of the education of their children in those locations, and turn the churches into technology centers and IT centers and AI teaching facilities. Now, in the same way, the same amount of money that you are appropriating a budget for drinking, the same exact amount of money, if you channeled it as a young man to build a better house in your village, Cement from Baburi is 750 shillings for 50 kg. Muzinga can buy 2 bags of cement, 100 kgs of cement from one Muzinga. Priorities, bro. We had this conversation with Wasike. I think it was Wasike, long time ago. The rebars, back in the day, I think they used to be called Y18. These days they are called R18. They are 39.5 feet long. 39.5 feet long. The strongest one is cheaper than one Muzinga. You know the reason I'm bringing that up. This Opande guy that was caught up in a mess with Marion Naipei, the guy who washes old Nyanye's ass in America. That's what his badge says he does. I'm not hitting. When I get to the point of hitting, I'll let you know I'm hitting. That guy is a CNA. He works in a nursing home where he cleans old Nyanye's poop for a living. That's why in his photo, the one he's wearing uniform, the neck is sweating through his scrubs. There is a photo of him in the village, parked a silver old model Mercedes-Benz in front of what Kikuyus would call KGG. Anybody knows what KGG is? Man, the ancient Kikuyu used to be so sweet. The ancient Kikuyu used to be so sweet. Did you all see that photo of that Opande guy? Priorities. Priorities. Go look at the photos of the house where he has parked a Mercedes-Benz in his God-forsaken Nyanza countryside. Look at that house. That house, the Kikuyus would call it Kege. 3 vices for men: alcohol, women, and gambling. John Chege. I think we have talked with John Chege. Is John Chege the Canadian guy or the guy in Turkey? I think it's not Turkey. It's the other country. The one next to Turkey, Cyprus. Priorities. But I don't want to be an expert here. If your priorities is drinking, by all means, kunywa yako na ukunywa yenye sisi tungekunywa. Shida kwisha. Kunywa dvogi. See, drinking is your priority. Just do that. So, how can you stop being an alcoholic? The simple answer is stopping, so that you can prioritize other things in your life. But if drinking is your priority, by all means, amigo, toma más, drink some more. Code vibe. Vipi mkubwa? Nimekataa kulipia mzee wa bibi yangu dawa za hospitali. Sasa anasema anataka mtoto wake arudi nyumbani. Yes, because the child is the investment. The child is the source that gives her the access to your resources. You need to go on my YouTube and listen to that conversation I had with Mariam long time ago about unconditional love. There is nothing like unconditional love. That of the mother and the child? No. It's only on condition that she can get something through that child. When they are children, when they are adult, is on condition that she gets taken care of by that child. Now, combine that with the other video I just made, that mothers and God play favoritism. Your mother does not treat you the way she treats your other siblings. You might want to use your African hypocrisy that is fueled by African Christian religion and say that I am out of line for saying that parents treat their children differently. But you know it's a lie. You do not get treated equally by your mother as siblings. You are all from her. And she plays favoritism in the open, shamelessly. Don't look at me, look at your family. So yeah, the condition of you keeping the kid is so that she can continue to milk you through the access that the kids give them. So now if that manipulation is not working, now she wants to withdraw the kid. The same way she withdrew the sex, which was the first thing she withdrew, which is why you are there now. Kama familia ya bibi inakupush around, your wife is in on it. Anawapea insider information that uko na do na hutaki kuwapea. Hiyo yao ni blackmail. Blackmail and black tax. You'll be okotwad mpaka sikiro utapata kidihe. And you cut all these people out. Did you listen to the guy from Zimbabwe that was talking to Rally Madowo? He has figured out the formula to cut off useless people from his life, including and especially his family members. Kudos to him. You do not want to do that because you are being guilted by cultural beliefs and African Christians conditioning. So you will continually, forever, until your white Jesus come to save you, you will continually pay the black tax on people who do not deserve it. Your family members. Again, don't look at me, look at your family. Mimi sikujui venye najijua. But you cannot even be honest to yourself because African Christian religion gives you the cover of hypocrisy. You suppress all these things that you know are true in your heart because you are caring about how other people would feel and what other people would say and what kind of an example would that set as a Christian. You know. As long as you can drink and function without destroying yourself, hiyo haina shida. Whatever floats your boat, bro. Do that. Kunywa yenye ningekunywa, Mr. Lex Weru. Gichui. Kama familia ya bibi inakupush. That's a repeat of the same statement. Why do women drink? Lipia hiyo information. Tuma mpesa. Tuma super chat. Or ask Mariam. Mariam is the expert of women's psychology. You can go the cheaper way of asking Mariam, or you can pay for it and I'll expound on it. But why are we here, guys? Why are we here? Papa Billions. Omanyala pains me after his drama about speed. Why are you invested in why are you investing pain in the doings and not doings of Oparanya, of Omanyala? Do you, Bubu? IQ unaguza wengi alafu unawasidikiza na guyeno. It's the only language they understand. Africans are a very special group of special people. Do you know who learned that the hard way? Michael Joseph, the CEO of Safaricom, the original, the flagship company. He figured out very early on that Africans are a special group of specials. And he came up with a phrase that got him in trouble. You know, selective outreach, obviously, derived from hypocrisy. And he said something about Kenyans are a peculiar people. Oh, people try to go after him because they had now figured out that this non-black CEO of a black company has figured them out. Yeah, black people are very peculiar humans. Very peculiar humans. I think the world is so busy with so many things, but we need to slow down and interrogate this phenomenon that is the black mind. Because it's very unhuman, it's very unnatural, it's very uncharacteristic. But the problem is, you cannot say anything bad about black people because you are black. Aren't you black? Is that not what you're screaming right now? Yeah? Are you not screaming Ankorukas or Rakas or whatever that useless term you borrowed from American niggers is? Because you have no moral courage to address that which ails you in your society. And so you have to hide in the context and the cover of, are you also not black? Are you trying to act white? Are you Ankorukas? When you say those things, now things are good, jolly in your life, right? Sidio, when an ostrich sees fire, a bushfire from a distance, and it has eggs or small babies, and instead of running to the river to fetch water with her feathers and comes around her house so that it can wet the area where her house is so that the fire does not consume her house and her eggs and her children, that is what ostriches do. They run to the river, they chota maji with their feathers, and they come and they wet their environment so that that wildfire does not consume their house. Instead of doing that, confronting the danger with an action, some of them would bury their head in the sand. That's where the statement comes from. So every time you touch anything about black people, they project. They ad hominem the conversation. When we see you black, don't you have sisters? Were you not born of a woman? Why do you hate women? Chauvinist, misogynist. Now that ends the problem. Sidio? The moment you bury your head in the sand, shida imekwicha. As long as you're not seeing the problem, as long as you're ignoring the existence of a problem, that problem solves itself. And then you go and pray to your magic god that does abracadabra and solve all your problems with, in Jesus' name, one of magic. Sidio? And yet, your whole life is inundated with inferiority complex. It's inundated with poverty. You live in the harshest, most cruel, uninhabitable environment. You are confronted by diseases and poverty and lack and scarcity. And not only you that suffers that curse, you continually share it with the next generation over and over and over. But as long as you bury your head in the sand, hakuna shida. In Jesus' name, dablakadabla, magic happens. Maumbwa nyinyi. J Money, IQ, nitajitoa aje kwa hii kazi ya kuosha manyanye huku Australia? By disconnecting yourself from useless Kenyans. I will say that again slowly so that insult sink in. The reason you are mediocre, the reason you are average, the reason you are not progressing in the new country that you have adopted, a first world for that matter, is because you transferred the same smallness, the same mediocre from your God-forsaken country and your God-forsaken blackness and your God-forsaken tribes and your God-forsaken friends. And you went to Australia and searched for the same useless humans. And now you waste all your times together. You have never learned anything new. You carry the baggage of the old to the new country. So your mindset is still the same. You are sharing the same mediocre nonsense, useless, hopeless small talks with fellow dusty immigrants from your God-forsaken country, and you never progress. What is the use of adapting a first world? If you're going to go hang out with the same fucking losers you should have hung out with in your God-forsaken village. So, if you went there and you found your fucked up fellow Kenyans, Osharini Wanyanye, that's where you stream yourself. And in that ecosystem, you now have botches. These useless, equally useless, hungry Kikuyu women that mingles with you and okkotas you on the dial. I am talking about messages I receive every day from your kind, from the interactions with fellow Kikuyus. Probably in Australia, the factor is Karijins. So munakurana huko, munasegenyana huko, munakuliana mabibi huko, munaenda kukunywa mapombe kwa tunyumba zenye nyinyi ndio munakaa, muna hiyo mapuvate yenu, mulibeba kutoka kwenu, munapigana huko, munakurana huko, munazaana huko, munaanza vita, munaanza masegenyano, munaanza fitina, munaharibiania kazi, munaharibiania biashara. The cycle continues. You should have died back in your country and given that opportunity to somebody from Bangladesh to be in Australia, and somebody from Philippines, and somebody from Myanmar. You are just holding a place and not doing anything to benefit from it. Sell that place to somebody who deserves it and go back to the misery of hanging out with equally diminished value fuckers from your God-forsaken country. That is what is keeping you in an entry job, in an entry-level immigrant job. Tell me, pahali nimekosea. Tell me, where is the lie? Birds of a feather flock together. Go to Federal Way in Washington State. It's a hopeless Kikuyu village in America. The same masegenyano, the same kuonania, the same fitina, the same bullshit imejaa huko. The guy who killed his wife in Kiling, Mwangi, a few months ago, a military guy. You come all the way from Kenya and you penya your way and you figure out the shortcut to citizenship is to serve America. You go get the training, you get deployed in Killeen, and then you continue associating yourself with these fellow useless, low-quality, poor gene fuckers from your motherland. What happened? He took his Kikuyu wife to a Kenyan parties in a Kenyan, let's go with the Kikuyu, in a Kikuyu's house in Killeen. That wife was getting fucked, literally, in the house when the party was happening. 2 days later, he picked up a gun and killed her. All that could have been avoided if he disconnected with the fellow fuckers from the God-forsaken piece of dirt they had all come from. So you will wash anyanyes until you are no longer useful to the Australians. And you're going to go back to square one where you left because you never moved. You just took your villagers and your fellow low quality, low vibration people, and you moved and you go looking. Hey, the farthest spots, if you go to UAE, in Dubai, they live out there in the boonies. Like literal modern day slaves. Na huko wanakunywa pombe, wanasegenyana, wanakulania mabibi, wanapigana zile vita za kawaida za poverty and caste, black caste in UAE. The greatest modern day concrete jungle. But they go and fight for the tiniest corner where misery and poverty and diminished value of life is. They congregate there, living like rats and wild animals, fucking each other's wives and fighting and drinking and doing all kind of useless shit, wasting their time. Do I need to say more? Disconnect yourself from fellow fuckers, from fellow losers. Be better, become better. Or not. Kwani mimi ni wenu? The opportunities that the first world provide. And you guys, you have to remember, Australia was made in the late in the 19th century. Now, I'm going now to dwell back into that we are black people and we cannot speak ill of our inferiorities because then we become Ankorukas. They took the criminals, the worst of the society in England, put them in boats, put them in kangaroo country, the criminals, and they created the first world in the middle of nowhere. The worst of the society of the first world were taken to a middle of nowhere, Australia, and that worst of the worst created a first world. Hamujishuku. Now, the worst of Africa is in that country. Literally the worst of Africa. Broad brush here, because mimi sijui kuongea. The South Sudanese, when the black Sudanese were given their own country, instead of looking at the mean tested 6 years of the progression of building a country from independence, they start with Ghana, 1958, all the way to 1994, South Africa. And they go and learn, how did you build your country from independence? No. The South Sudanese say, give us the worst. Give us the worst scenario of where to start a new country. So the worst of Africa, after whatever they call their colonizers left, was civil wars. So Sudanese say, sign us up to that one. John Garang, or Bashir, not Bashir, the other guy. Sign us up to civil wars. Let's start there. Not let's go to China and bring speed trains and modern airports. Not go to Australia and bring conglomerate companies that explore gold mines and precious minerals. Not go to the UK and create a network of speed trains. No. Not go to America and figure out how to have commercial farming to feed people. in their expansive, fertile land? No. Give us civil wars. That's where they started. The youngest country on planet Earth. Give us the worst. So what do you think is the product that they are sending to Australia? The worst. How do we know? They have started deporting them in droves. If you're from Australia, tell me if I'm lying. The same delinquencies of the diminished value that they came from in South Sudan, they took it to Australia. Now they are rounding them up and deporting them. There's a special program to deport the worst of the society. This country that was created by the worst white Britons, when they bring the worst from Africa, they are destroying that country that the worst of Europe created in Australia. And so they are saying, let's get them out in droves. What do you think is the phenomenon in Minnesota? I look at the history of where the Somalis came from. What had they done with their country? In Black Hawk Down, was it 1998? What had they done in their own country? Why are you expecting something different when you take them to a first world? The blind follows the blind, Wachira. Yes. I'm telling you the amount of time these Kenyan fuckers in America waste by congregating with the sugar shabbies of America and the quitus of that big-nosed, poverty-stricken Luo woman that is the senior terrorist of the Kwitu group. The amount of time these people are wasting, the amount of opportunities they are leaving behind, like the Sudanese. Say, we can come and modernize your airports. No, give us a shed. Have you go seen the airport in Sudan, South Sudan? It's a joke. These people had the goodwill of the entire planet. Every country wanted to step in there and help these victims from the north. They say, no, come on. Give us civil war. Give us sheds for airports. The runways are like my village home, my village road is a better version of the runways in Juba. 66 is the average IQ score of the Sudanese man. And those are the best ones. John Garangs, the ones on the top, 66. The Dwanzis are in the 56. But I am black. I should not speak ill of the blacks. I should bury my head in the sand like an ostrich. Salva kill, yes. Salva kill. Not just Kenya wanted to help. The whole country, the whole planet wanted to help South Sudanese. They would have walked in there, a brand new, a clean slate of a piece of dirt. They would have put the best of everything. No, the black man said, no. Where did the Africans start after the white men left? Oh, they started with civil war. Give us that. Give us civil war. Let's start from there. There's something seriously wrong with this color. But you cannot say that because you are this color. So you bury your head in the sand. Unasema shida ni exposure. Exposure gani, bro? Ruto is the only politician who has never gone abroad to study. Ruto is a true native of Kenya. He never went to school anywhere else. Uhuru Kenyatta went to Amherst University, a prestigious university in Boston. Prestigious. Kibudha Kibwana went to Harvard's. That other guy, Murungi, the Meru accented guy, Harvard. Murkomen, America, through South Africa. The other one, the Mr. Aziad, what is his name? Namwaba, America. Moses Kuria was an executive in a Saudi Allahu Akbar bank, holding portfolios worth billions of dollars. These people have more exposure than you probably will access in your life. Except Ruto. Ruto never left Kenya at all. Nothing. Nothing. Not in the same way Murkomen left. Not in the same way Namwaba left. Not in the same way Kibudha Kibwana left. Not in the same way all these super intelligent, well, otherwise super intelligent guys left. So exposure is not a deal here. They just figured you out. You do not want the best for yourself. And they figured out they can continually manipulate you by promising you better, but not giving you better. And you all are okay with it. I mean, the benchmarking we were being shown by a Governor Sonko. They were going to Holland. They were going to Europe to benchmark the speed trains and efficient electric transit systems. If you're driving on Thika Road, you're going to see some weird looking islands in the middle of the highway. They have a roof and some steel bars. And then there is nothing. They were designed to be like bus stop for rapid transit, rapid buses. They are everywhere. Pay attention. They have a roof. They have like a rectangular shape, and then they have a steel column, but nothing is happening. They were supposed to be a rapid bus terminus. So there was to be a special bus that uses a special lane, like in the places where they went benchmarking, and they would take that route, and those intervals would be the terminus for those. But Kikuyu ni nani? It was going to mess up with the Kikuyu business of Kenya One buses and a matatu 44. So give us the worst. Give us civil war. Give us matatu. Wachana na rapid transit. You do not want the best for yourself. But I am the problem for pointing that out because I am also. BRT. What is the meaning of BRT? What is the meaning of BRT in the context of urban transportation?
Bus rapid transit.
There you go.
Capacity.
Bus rapid transit. Hamujipedi. And the problem is not that hamujipedi. The problem is you are comfortable with kutojipeda, and now you project that on the people who jipeda. all the hate is a projection of you being comfortable with kutojipenda. I am not interested in being loved. Mister, I have no use or need of being loved. I don't know what to do with your love. There is nowhere I have ever walked in any system of my life and they say, hey, wait a minute. Beyond this point, we need to see your love card. Give your love to your nyanye. Mimi sitaki. Yenye ingekuwa yangu, gawaneni na watu wenu. Mimi sitaki love. I have no use or need for love. Projection pelekea watu wenu. Mimi sio wenu. Okay, why are we here? Why do we have this many people here? Nikimuleka haha. What are you people doing here? This place is just for 20, 30, 40, 50 people. What are the rest of you doing here? Hamutoi mpesa, namba iko kwa pin. Hamutoi super chat mnajua pahali iko. Nikimuleka haha. Mnatafuta moshene. Sidio? You have not subscribed to this channel. You have not liked this stream. You are using your pseudo account in hiding. That's why you cannot even subscribe, because it's a pseudo. You cannot help it. But to come here kudadia kwa dirisha niki marerana. Oh, more than money at maroiga. Subscribe to the channel. Then we can talk. I know what you want. I'll give it to you. I know exactly what you want. Abiyo.
How are you, sir?
Onge watch. Maber kabisa. Awijo. So fanya hivi. Unajua namba ya Kibe? Naweza kukupea.
I think I can get it somewhere. Yeah.
I can give it to you right now.
Okay.
Si ufungue phone book ndio uiandike.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I'm there.
So plus 254 because you are in Dallas.
Yeah.
712
712.
915 936.
936.
So it's 0712 915 936.
Correct.
Text him. Tell him you want to buy the book. You are in North America.
Okay.
Then he will show you how to pay.
Okay.
You will share your address with him. He will share the address with me and I will mail you the book.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Na zimebaki kidogo. Hii barafu ikiisha kwa barabara, ile batch amenipea nitume nitatuma. I don't know how many will remain after that. Yeah, the whole week is a mess.
Yeah, I know.
So once you pay with him and he gives me your address, I'll do my best to send it to you.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
All right, asante sana.
How
How long have you been in Dallas? Ama wezi sema usirogwe na Wakisi?
Hapana, sasa Wakisi wanainonga aje bwana. Wakisi tumeanza huko Kisii. Mimi nimekuwa hapa since 2022.
Uko Wellington?
I'm fairly new. Niko Grand Prairie.
That is northwest.
South, south, I think.
South in Fort Worth.
No, Nico Grandberry.
Oh, pahali TDJ kanisa iko. Yes. Serena, what is her name? That famous singer, the little girl called Serena or something. She's from there also.
Selena Gomez. I'm going to say Selena Gomez.
She's a American Latin woman. She was very popular she has very good songs.
I think Selena Gomez. I don't know.
Gomez, exactly, Gomez. She has some kind of a special kind of a disease. Yeah, that one. Selena Gomez. Yeah, she's from the exactly that small town of US.
It's not a small town, but
you know, I used to go to TDJ's church in 2002, the entire of 2002.
It's like, I think 10 minutes away from where I am.
Yeah, that's how I know those places.
Oh, okay.
Wakikuyu wanawapeleka namna gani?
I don't see people, man. I just go to work, come back to the house, do my shit. Once in a while. Hata kuna Mkikuyu najuana naye.
Haukuimport bibi kama mimi?
Hapana. Sasa nikuje tena America tena nianze basi ningekaa tu Kenya.
Kwa nini ukufanya makosa kama ile mimi nilifanya? Nani alikwambia uepuka makosa yangu?
Tena vitu ambazo nilitoroka Kenya tena nianze kutafuna nayo hapa.
Smart guy. Sawa bro.
Uko Houston ama?
Austin, capital.
Austin, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll talk to him and then I will let you know, eh?
Sawa.
Okay, then cheers, man.
Asante bwana, so much. All right. Okay, so guys, why are you here? Why? These people, these are not my numbers. Shukeni kidogo, alafu tutaongea hii story. Mimi sio wenu. So, let me see if I have that. So instead of dealing with the symptoms of a problem, let's try to deal with the problem itself. Right? Because I know you are here to talk about what is that girl's name? Mungai Eve. But there's nothing unique about what Mungai Eve is doing. So we have to go and interrogate what is the human psychology behind what Mungai Eve is doing. I have a video that is almost a year old. I keep referring to that video. And before I started the show, I put in a short clip of 5 minutes to explain the phenomenon of the behavior of the women, which is why I created this song. I don't know, I'm saying so many things together. I'm not going to get lost. Before I started, I created this song to explain how the women behavior is in the area of dating and hypergamy.
The game of hypergamy is cruel. She chews you up and spits you out. She monkey branches and leaves. question yourself and you wonder, what did I do wrong? What happened? You did not do anytime wrong, bro. That was not your money to keep. Don't beat yourself up, little guy. Just get your money right, amigo. You see, in this game of exchange of values in the sexual marketplace, she already comes with her value. Her value is in her you.
So, in the game of exchange of values, a woman comes with her own value. And she knows how to interact with men dependent on how she interacted with her father. We had this conversation the day before yesterday with Harineta, Talebogora, and Mariam on this same show. But if there is a deficiency in the value of the supply of her needs at home, which is now the topic of the story, that woman has the potential to become a POKO. Because as a little girl, if the father is not meeting her needs, it confuses the girl and it creates a childhood trauma of lack and scarcity. And in her small mind, she internalizes it. Maybe one man is not supposed to meet all my needs. So when I grow up, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to look for a man to compensate for that which my father should have given me. That's why people keep saying women are putting unrealistic standards on other people's sons. They are asking and demanding the things that their father did not give them. It comes from this level of a little girl trying to guesstimate where there is the equilibrium of the value of the source of her provision, because her father's socioeconomic status are the ones that are going to set her standard in the men of her future. But when the father falls below the poverty line, then there is a deficiency. And she knows that she cannot reconcile the deviations of the utility delta. And so when she becomes an adult, number one, she tried to compensate that by putting those standards that she knew she should have gotten on somebody else's son, a boyfriend, a partner, a husband, or whatever. And when she cannot get that, when she cannot transfer that need to this boyfriend, she internalizes and says, one man cannot meet my needs. That now is the beginning of hypergamy. That's how hypergamy works. So when you see that phenomenon, and I have said that in that video is called A Woman's Needs Are Directly Proportional to the Value of the Source of Her Provision. Sometimes, in very rare occasions, we get to witness the catastrophic failure of hypergamy, which is now what is being displayed by Mungai Eve. The monkey branching. The reason they call it monkey branching is because a monkey already has another branch before it lets go of this one. Go and watch Net Geo in the wild, when the monkeys are training their young ones on how to monkey branch. And you see continually the catastrophic failure of the young ones when they are in training by their mothers, mostly, on how to monkey branch. You see the kid falling several feet down. And then the mother brings them up and they train them over and over until they master the art of mante branching. Do not let this go until you have secured this one. Monkey branching. That's what women naturally do. At the beginning of that video, I have said there is nothing wrong with women doing that. Nature demands them to do that. Women respond to nature. Men serve mankind. Women have completely separate duty to serve nature. Men have a duty to serve mankind. These are two different animals with different assignments. So in rare cases now, the case of Eve Mungai, we get to witness the catastrophic failure of monkey branching. In my ancient Kikuyu language, there is a saying that says, Dogate inya, okinyirete inyanya. Do not let go 4 on the hope of getting 8. It's complicated, but that's a simplifying meaning of it. When I was talking to the pilot every other day with Eric, I demonstrated the same experiment on a different saying by my own people. The saying is, Dogaite o Kionoria. Kionoria is transferring from this to the other. And now the saying is, be careful that when you are transferring, you do not spill. It has a deeper meaning. Dogaite o Kionoria. So that now is the catastrophic failure that is being demonstrated or displayed by Mungai Eve. When she was transferring from this one to this big dog, she eated when she was Honoriaing. Are we together? But the game of hypergamy is a natural phenomenon for women. It is when they miscalculate. The utility delta. The deviation between what they already have with the value of what they could potentially get. Let me explain.
A very early age, poor dads raise POKOs. Because that kid, that little girl, from a very early age, she has already figured out that provision is not coming from here. And so now, her attachment to the value of the source of her provision is distorted. She has now to start looking for other men to fill in the gap. And that's now what makes a POKO. From a very early on, and she has no idea where it's coming from. It's coming from the trauma of lack and scarcity from the dad. Now, in natural order, where the dad provided and the dad created the value of the source of the provision of the little girl. Now, she has a standard. And now you also hear people saying, women out here setting standards that are beyond their dads. Again, that's where it's coming from. Because the dad was the SI unit of the value of the source of the provision. For this girl, that is the natural order. That's why girls and also boys marry their fathers. And more so for girls, and more so for girls, Because there's greater significance in the man in her life when she's growing up, the father, than there would be in the transposition of the mother in the lives of a small boy. So this man here is the one that sets the standards. But if the standards are too lopsided because of the diminished value of the source, out of scarcity and lack, then it distorts her psyche. And from a very early on, she knows she cannot get value from the father figure that is the SI unit of the value. And now, straight up, she becomes a POKO. The same value of the source of her provision informs what kind of a man she attaches with in the future. That is the normal trajectory. The reason she's becoming a POKO is because she has figured out this one man who represents all 1 month of her life. I'm simplifying it for you to understand. The father is going to be the paramount male figure in her life that will provide for her for the rest of her life. If that man is not providing, then she internalizes it that 1 man does not provide. She needs more than 1 man. Now she becomes a POKO. That's the distorted form born out of the trauma of lack and scarcity. But now, in this SI unit of the father who provides, and now she uses the source, the value of the source of the provision the father provides, and attaches it to every man in her life, then in her adulthood, she's always going to look for a man who is a representation of her father, who has the equal or more value of the source of her provision. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Now you want to ask me, George, then why do they hypergamize? Remember that thing I mentioned?
Utility delta.
Utility is the satisfaction, the usefulness that she derives from the relationship. The delta is the difference between this relationship and the one she might hypergamize to, the option. Remember, women do not settle. Women run out of option. That option now is the delta, the difference. And she's calculating the delta of the utilities, the current relationship and the future relationship. And she's trying to figure out, should I hypergamize? Because she's making the mental calculation of the delta, the difference inside of the options presented to her when she compares the current relationship with the prospective future relationship that she is about to monkey branch to.
So now, what all of you are fascinated by is the catastrophic failure born out of the missed calculation of the Manche branching. The Kikuyu one, ndugate inya ukinyirite inyanya, ndugaite ukionoria. Don't let go. The lesson from the monkey, the mother monkey. Don't let go of this branch until you have clear sight and grips of that other branch. Monkey branching. So now we are just getting the display of the failure of the miscalculation. It's nothing unique to Eve Mungai. What the lesson here is the background where she comes from. Because majority of you are dealing with women who have come from a background of lack and scarcity. Again, purely insulting, poor dads raise POKOs. That which a poor dad was unable to provide for her little girl when she's growing up, she's going to find it in multiple men in her adult life. There is no going around that. There is no going around that. Again, you can bury your head like an ostrich because it touches you the wrong way and you see no way out. So now you start projecting. But you are not going to escape that fact. That's why the original song now is saying, don't participate in this game of value exchange in the sexual marketplace value until you have built yourself to have value to participate. And when you do, when you become what the red pillars call high value man, don't go sharing your value with women who have no value of themselves. And more importantly, don't share your value with people who denied you their own value when you do not have one for yourself. If you watch that video, you're going to hear me repeating that over and over. Because a woman is born with value. You, as a man, you have to create value. So how short-sighted are you to create value and then give it away to the people who wouldn't share theirs when you do not have yours? Or go get a POKO that has completely finished their own value, the ones Pastor Kanyari and every other pastor, including your pastor, is pushing you to them in church. Those ones have no value to communicate. They have completely wasted their value. And now the church is dependent on you to build yourself to a point where now you have your own value to communicate and to participate in the exchange of value in the sexual marketplace. And then the church misdirects you to them that have already exhausted their value, which is why you are seeing those quotes going around that if Mungai said, Jarango dumped me as soon as he got what he wanted, is a misconception. It was as soon as he discovered you have no value left. That is the correct sentiment. Again, put on your language translation microphones and translate my insensitive statement to something sweet that you can deal with. But what is going on here is there is no value left there. The reason she attached herself with Trevor, in her own words, I am not making any new stories, in her own words, is because she said her poor father could not afford to continue paying for school fees. So she deferred from university. And she did not want to go back to the poverty in her Maragua place in Modivi. So she attached herself with this innocent, dick slinging Kikuyu, Kisii guy. And she transferred the provision that she should have gotten from her father to this guy. Mimi sio wenu. If you expect me to speak like your uncle, it's because you are confusing me with your uncle. Your uncle is the wenu. Your father is the wenu. Mimi sio wenu. So put the microphones of language translation. And what you hear that bothers you, the microphone are going to translate that insensitive things that I'm saying into the language of your father and the language of your uncles and your language of your husbands and the language of your brothers that is less threatening. But remember, it's just translation. The end product is going to be the same message. Poor dads raise POKOs. There was no enough equilibrium for her to create a value of the source of her provision from her own dad. So when she became an adult, she compensated that lack by attaching herself with dick slinging Kisii guy. And then you will hear from that previous video, I'm saying they look at the options and they figure out that they are best served in this relationship, but they have to push the man. They have to push the man to be better. You are going to catch it in 30 seconds when I explain it. When they are desperate, settling for something to compensate for the lack that they came from, and they attach themselves with a Trevor. And in that moment, in that former form of herself, the way she looked, there are videos circulating of how she looked. Go look how she looked. She figures out, this is the best place I can get served and compensate for the lack that I am just coming from. So she pushes the man to be better. Now, here is the statement. You have all walked around that statement that says, hey, wamama wa Kikuyu wanaweza kukutajirisha. Ukioa Mkikuyu anakupushu mpaka unakuwa tajiri, anakufungulia njia, wanakujaga na nyota. No. They come with trauma of lack and scarcity from the background of their own family dynamics. And so they figure out, this is where I'm going to get served. So I have to push this guy to do better. Close your eyes, and if you are a married man, and look at the dynamics in your own family. When that wife came into your life, the first thing she changed is the dynamics, the situation of the living situations. She pushed you to move to a better house. She pushed you to buy a piece of land. She pushed you to start building a family home. She pushed you to afford better education for the children, because she has figured out she would be better served. Let me go back. Women make mental calculation about the utility delta, the deviation between what they are already getting in this relationship and the delta, the difference between this one and the potential one they could hypergamize to. And when the options are not there yet for them to hypergamize, which is the case of the old videos we are seeing of Mungai, then she settles for this one, but she has to force this one to work for her. So she pushes the man to do better. Now go back as a married man and close your eyes one more time. That's why you changed from your Toyota Corolla to a Toyota Prado. She pushed you to do it. That's why you moved the children from Nairobi Primary to a private school. She pushed you to do it. That's why you went to school and you got better skills so that you can participate in the mobility, climbing the mobility ladder in your employment promotion. She did that to you. Not for you, not for the children, but for her, so that she can improve the value of the source of her provision. You are the source of her provision. She's not going to sit idly by and let you operate in this mediocre life, because her life literally depends on it. So she's going to push you to do better so that she can continually increase the value of the source of this provision of hers. If you plateau, that's what the song says. She's going to chew you up and spit you out. If you clean her up, I'm not demonizing cleaning up a woman. I'm just demonstrating how it works. I want you to go back real quick to the photos of the former MP of Kibera, Okoth, the guy who came up with the phrase "Nangangana na hali yangu." Okay, he later died of cancer. I want you to look at the woman he was with. Look at how that woman looked like when she worked for Sonko rescue team. Are you following me? When she worked for Sonko rescue team, she looked exactly like the old videos we are seeing of Mungai Eve. Then Okoth and Trevor, director, cleaned the woman to what now we know that former Sonko rescue team lady looked like by the time Okoth is dying. And this product now that Trevor director created out of the Movivi villager here. I'm not demonizing cleaning up a woman. I'm just showing you the pathway that women take. When they are settling here, is because they have made the calculation of the deviation between the deltas. The current provision, the utility, the ability of this situation to derive the satisfaction and the needs that she needs now, and the possibility of hypergamizing to another man, but she figures out she has not cleaned up enough. So she settles here. But she pushes you to do better. We saw that in real time when she was pushing Director Trevor to do better. Okay? Now, the value of the source of her provision keeps climbing. They showed us all these things. Moving to a better apartment, buying that Mark II car, whatever that car was. Her finding a way through the modern science of getting her ass bigger by activating estrogens and those other hormones that work with this and that. She knows what she did. I don't. So now she is, in both situations, improving the value of the source of her provision, and she's positioning herself and raising her sexual market value so that she can have a chance at eventually monkey branching, hypergamizing. So when she made another stock taking of the utility and the delta, she figured out, oh, this now is the prime moment for me to hypergamize. So she went to the coast and she took those bikini photos and then put them where all women put them on IG. And she's like, who else is out there? Look at my picture and tell me what you are offering that is not being offered here. I have plateaued here. I need now to hypergamize. Then what happens? The catastrophic failure, which is very rare because women are very calculated. So when you see it, it's a miscalculation. Very rare miscalculation. It rarely happens, which is now, it's a phenomenon. That's why everybody is talking about it. Women rarely fail in the game of hypergamy because it's a duty from nature. A woman has to settle for the best man she can access in the game of hypergamy. And she has to continually put herself in the proximity of those men so that she can trick the men to believe they are the ones that discovered her. But she was the one positioning herself to them, which would be the case with Mheshimiwa, whether he knows it or not. It doesn't matter. It's not about Mheshimiwa. It's about the game of hypergamy. So the reason we are talking about it is because there's a rare occasion of the catastrophic failure of hypergamy. I had a 3-hour conversation with Trevor Director, right here. He has moved on to better things. He showed me his missus. He said, "Come here, honey." I was like, "Hiya." Oh yeah, I got married. This one. Come here, Waboka. Hey! A huge improvement in the department of beauty and aesthetics. A huge improvement. So Trevor is doing just fine. Just fine. The board of contention is in a woman balancing the game of hypergamy, balancing the game of monkey branching. Nature demands that a woman attaches herself with the most viable man she can access for the most value of the source of her future provision, because she is serving nature in bringing in the children. So she has to get the best car, the best house, the best school, the best neighborhood, the best everything. She is serving nature. Very rarely do women make that mistake. Very, very, very rarely. Well, majority of them that have passed through me have made the mistake. So I know exactly what I'm talking about, because now they are crying with one eye closed sitting on the toilet. If you know what I'm talking about. Somebody here applying to be removed from this conversation. I will do you the favor. Again, Mimi Sio Wenu. All right. So that's how that game works. There is nothing unique with the path that Mungai Eve has taken. It's only the occasion of the catastrophic failure of monkey branching. This has nothing to do with this other character, the MP. Nothing. Men, if there is anything about the men in that situation, it's the character development, which all of us need. If you find a man that has never been character developed, stay away from that man, because he is a time bomb. Look for your crazy exes and introduce this man to your crazy exes. He will thank you later, because he needs a crazy woman to character develop him so that he can wake up in his kyoms. Do him that favor. I have several of those I can introduce to you. If you have never been character developed, raise your hand. I will connect you with my very experienced exes that will serve you character development in 1 week. And you will cry with one eye sitting on the toilet. Are you together? Mr. J Money 5647 from Australia with $3 Pesa ya kuosha wanyanye inatosha ya super chat. Ah, you are the same guy who is hanging out with loser Kenyans in Australia. That is a disservice to yourself. Jipende. Jipende. And thank you for the super chat. All right? Kweno dogi. See, hiyo tu ndio story mlikuwa nataka kusikia. Ama kuna uhodo ingine mlikuwa nataka kusikia. Masha from Florida. I don't know if this is something I can play here. So I'm not going to play. I don't know. That's it. So now the message here is not about the problem with Mungai Eve. The takeaway here is for the men. Because you are not talking to women. Women are going to do what women do. Do not participate in this game, in this marketplace, until you have built yourself up. Let me go back. Even though a man needs character development, even though a man needs to make those mistakes, make them early, make them often, and fall forward. Learn from them and do better. The way Trevor Noah did, Trevor Director did. He was 23, 24. He learned his mistake and he fell forward. He did not fall backwards. He fell forward. He became better. He used that character development to become better. Now, you as a man, do not participate in that game, because 100% of the time you are participating in that game without your value and with the wrong woman. The mismatch. A 19-year-old has more value than a 29-year-old guy. A 19-year-old woman has more value to participate in the sexual market exchange of values than a 29-year-old man. Build yourself first. Be the guy at the apex, at the top, where this woman climbs all the way to the top to come settle for. Or build yourself all the way to the apex and walk down the stairs and find that woman that has equal value comparable in the women department and exchange those values with them. I changed that last statement so that it does not imply as if I'm telling you to kukura matigio, to wait for the leftovers. Because I need to explain to you that the moment they fail in the game of hypergamy, the more they are losing their value, which is now the person we are discussing here. Mheshimiwa is being accused of dumping her after he got what he wanted. But the appropriate terminology is when he discovered there is no value there. If there was, he would have put a baby in that belly. Men want sex, women want children. I know you have been lied to before that men want sex. No. And that women want money. No. Women want sex from men. Men want children from women. There's another drive-by video that I explained that. So, the natural instinct of a man to look for this woman is because there is a potential of him wanting a child. But if he goes there, and I'm not saying this is the case, but if he goes there and he finds that this woman has tampered with her womb with tic-tacs, P2 tic-tacs, and no plants, and 6 abortions in that hospital over there, I can't remember the little estate, then he found that there is no value. So it's not that he dumped her after he got what he wanted. He dumped her because he could not get what he wanted. I have lots of conversations in private with young women who are approached by the top of the top in the country. Those men want children from them. Those women that are being kept in a 2-bedroom apartment in Kirereshwa, and there is a chef that comes 3 times a day, and a cleaner that comes twice a week, and everything is catered for, including shopping. Those men are looking for a child from this woman. That is the exchange of values. What does she bring to the table? A viable womb. What does he want? A child. 100% of the time, it's open conversation that our president has several children with women out there. The president is not looking for sex. The president is looking to expand the number of his children. I am not breaking any news. Some of those cases have ended up in court. And the president has come in public and said, hey, me, I only have 1 child with this woman. Now she wants me to take care of these ancient kids that she has with other men. He should go and tell those men to take care of their children. Me, I take care of mine. A direct quote from the president. Men are not looking for sex from women. Men of value are not looking for sex from women. The natural instinct for a man is to look for a child, to get a woman to give her children. Men love children. Men want children from women. South African president, the same story. American president, the same story. There's nothing unique with one president against the other. That is the order. Elon Musk is now at number what? 17? I know where the smart woman, the Indian Canadian woman that has twins and 2 different sets, 2 different other children. At some point, she could not give birth enough. They went and looked for a surrogate mother. And they had that mother give birth, and they brought that child to this Indian woman in a house right here. Men are looking for children from women, not sex. Sex is for these punies. But a man of value is looking for children. So now that Indian woman is raising the twins, one kid and 1 or 2, I can't remember the number now, from surrogate mothers. And then the one that is normally on the shoulder of Elon Musk. They are now homestead in a house in a cul-de-sac on this side, and Elon Musk has his own house on this other side of the cul-de-sac, and they are in the process of putting a tunnel underneath the 2 houses on the 2 different cul-de-sacs where he can walk underground and the children can walk underground to go see daddy, but they live with the Indian mother on the other side of the cul-de-sac. Men are looking for children from women. I am about to release my latest edition of those. I don't know if I have that picture. I think it's on the phone, on the photo that is playing. My newest batch. Children, not sex. So, my point here is, Mheshimiwa probably found out very quickly that the house of the children is not going to give him what he's looking for. If you're a man of means to the point where Mheshimiwa is. You should have multiple children everywhere with different women from different cultural backgrounds. That is the order of man. That is the essence of man, not sex. Sex is for small boys. So now put on your translating headphones, and the things that I have said that have annoyed you, the language translator is going to spill them on this other ear with what you are comfortable hearing, but the message is going to stay the same. It is just translating from your selective outreach to the sweetness that you are used to listening to, but the message is the same. I don't know if there is anything else I need to say. Everybody go home. Hakuna kitu kingine.
The game of hypergamy is cool. She chews you up and spits you out. She monkey branches and leaves. You question yourself and you wonder, what did I do wrong? What happened? You did not do anything wrong, bro. That was not your one to keep. Don't beat yourself up, little guy. Just get your money right.
Get your money up. That's the only game you can play. That's it.
You see, in this game of exchange of values in the sexual marketplace, she already comes with a value. Her value is in her youth as a woman. You do not have your own pay. You were born with no value. You have to build your own pay. Get your money right, Mr.
Get your money up, gentlemen. Hakuna game mwingine.
When you participate in the marketplace of exchange of value. Listen to me. When you get your money right, when you get your value up, you'll not spend that value with the same women that denied you their own value. Go back in time and reward yourself with a fresh young woman that has value. And trade on equal terms in this marketplace of exchange of value.
Inashika, get your money up. Hakuna game ingine. Let me read you the lyrics. Let me read you the lyrics. Gentlemen, the game of hypergamy is cruel. She chews you up and spits you out. She monkey branches and leave. You question yourself. There is somebody here who is saying, I was character developed recently and shit hit hard. Now I feel alive and back to a sober state of mind. She chews you up and spits you out. She monkey branches and leave. You question yourself and you wonder, what did I do wrong? What happened? You did not do anything wrong, bro. That was just not your woman to keep. Don't beat yourself, little amigo. Just get your money right. You see, in this game of exchange of values in the sexual marketplace, she already comes with her value. Her value is in her youth as a woman. You do not have a value of your own. You were born with no value. You have to build yourself. You have to build your own value. Get your money right, Mr. Big Shot. Then and only then will you participate in the marketplace of exchange of values. Listen to me. When you get your money right, when you get your value up, do not spend that value with the same woman that denied you your own value. Go back in time and reward yourself with a fresh young woman that has value, and trade on equal terms in this marketplace of exchange of values. Character development. Mpesa na WhatsApp number. They are right there. They are pinned up there. My Mpesa is pinned up there. Actually, I have some very good Mpesas here. The problem is, and I think I have figured out what the problem is. The Mpesas are stamped Kenyan time. The names do not show up until 9 hours later, when my time is equal to that time that the M-Pesa was posted. So the money is there, but the people who sent it are not showing up on the list. I keep refreshing and refreshing. The money shows up. Thank you so much for those who have sent. But until 9 hours later, when my time here is going to match with the time there, is when the names are going to appear. So some of them now have to show with the time zone of Monday the 26th, if they did it on the 26th, at whatever the time is in Kenya now. What is 3 plus 9 is 12. It's already midnight. It's already the 27th. So that timestamp is the one that is going to populate the names, but the money is there. And I am grateful for those who have sent M-Pesa so far. I keep telling them to send me a message on WhatsApp that they sent the money, but they never do because they are just buying into the value. But nonetheless, I greatly appreciate you. So my number is pinned at the top.
The game of hypergamy is cruel.
The game of hypergamy is cruel.
She chews you up and spits you out.
She chews you up and spits you out.
She monkey branches and
leave you.
You question yourself.
You question yourself. What did I do wrong, Kenodia?
What did
I do wrong?
What happened? You didn't
time
wrong, bro. That was not your one to keep. Don't beat yourself up, little guy. Just get your money right, amigo. You see, in this game of exchange of values in the sexual marketplace, she already.
Okay, guys. Anything else? Get the likes up. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. At the end of every live, I get a report of how many people subscribed, how many people liked, how many people sent super chat, and that other thing, I can't remember what's called. So I get to see all those numbers. Be in that list. Subscribe to this channel and like the video, like the live, so that other people can be informed that this is happening. It's the only way to grow this community. Tuko pamoja. I don't think there's anything else we need to say. If somebody has anything else, just call me on this number. Plus, let me write the number down. It's going to show up in golden colors when I do. How do I use this phone? There's the number in a golden color. If there's anything else that you want to participate in, call that number or WhatsApp me that number and I'll call you back. Otherwise, I think we are done here.
We are in the age of technology. Stop waiting for the government to give you jobs. This is not 1986. You are not in your father's times. Get off your KUNTS and be creative. Get off your victimhood and be productive. Don't hide your beauty. Don't be a loser. Any mama signs dog. Oh, yeah. Oh, go play it and start creating. Create a better life for yourself. Create and innovate and be useful. This is the extreme logic zone. Take your feelings to your nyanye. You know. Complaining and start creating, create a better life for yourself. Create and innovate and be useful. This is the extreme logic zone. Take your feelings to your nyanya. Yeah, no. Stop complaining and start creating. Create a better life for yourself. Create and innovate and be useful. This is the extreme logic zone. Yeah. Welcome to IQ Watson channel. This is the extreme logic zone of the Ask IQ show. We conduct real talks here. Nothing is off limits. Nobody is off limit. The mark of the man is dependability and really ability, and he delivers the truth with honesty. Gentlemen, minimize your needs. Uncomplicate your life. Simplify your routine. And constantly have things to look forward to. Do not involve women in your planning. They may be on the plan like a burger is on a menu, but not in the kitchen like the chef. Every man with an ambition has a period in their life where they build a foundation. No fucking around. No distractions. No excuses. Just pure tunnel vision. And building themselves. This is what separates the best from the rest. You are good at anything you put your mind to. The day you decide to change the things you put your mind to is the day you'll be good at what you put your mind to. Be rotate your seed. Be deliberating, choosing the mother of your future children.
No, you cannot build with a woman, bro. You cannot build with a woman. When cash flow is flowing, you get lost and think you can build with a woman. That's the same scenario that I explained in that video. Is a married man a weak man? That message was very powerful because he is made to believe that he is building with a woman for the family. But he is having responsibility without authority, and the decisions are never his. That was my point. The decisions are never his. She makes all the decisions. You need to watch that video. I'm wearing a blue t-shirt. Is a married man a weak man? I love that video. I watch it regularly. It's scary, even for me, listening to it from an out-of-body experience, because that is the complete metamorphosis of a married man. Anajinyima kila kitu, and he's fully dedicated into serving this family. But the moment everybody is taken care of, and he has been conditioned to transfer the ownership and the names of the titles of the things, the house and the land and the plot and the cars, to the name of the woman, because it is safer for the kids. Then in the very tail end of this complete metamorphosis of a married man, we see him broke and broken, alone and lonely. Something that is very unique for a man. Men are never lonely unless they depended on the company of the woman. So when the woman removes herself from the equation and she socio-engineers the children are you people. You have been turned against your own fathers. We are not talking about hypotheticals here. You have been turned against your own fathers by your own mother, but you don't know that. There is a very simple exercise to figure out if that is the case. When was the last time you sent your father money? I know when you sent your mother money. I know when you sent your mother money. That's not the question I'm asking you. But when was the last time you sent your father money? And money for him to do nothing with it. You are not budgeting what to do with the money. When was the last time you sent him the money? When was the last time you gave him the money? Hii ni yako peke yako. Sio yako na bibi yako. Sio yako na mama yangu. Hii ni yako ufanye ile kitu nataka kufanya. When was that last time? I know when you give your mother money. When you give your father money, you make sure your mother is there to see that yeye ndiye akona pesa. But when you give your mother money, you give her in hiding. What do you think that is? You are the one that has been turned against this man at the end of the complete metamorphosis of a married man. He has never made any pertinent decision in that family for 40 years. He is made to believe he is in control. He is made to believe he is in the steering wheel, but he never makes decisions. Imewaguza, again, speakers. You hear the things that are in you coming from me, and the translating speakers are going to tell you sweet things of the same message. Semeo Moya, I am looking at my M-Pesa, and some beautiful things are happening here. This is a very new phenomenon for me. Asante sana. I see some activities going on the M-Pesa. In 9 hours, I'm going to get the names. The names are going to flow in. But for now, the money is already registered. Asante sana, Mr. Moya. Yeah, that is how hypergamy works. 50 shillings M-Pesa is all I'm asking for that message. Kama imekuguza na hauku umevaa microphone, inaitwa nini? Headphones za translate this harshness coming from me. 50 shillings. The M-Pesa is pinned up there. Usikue kupe. That is what is happening. What were we doing? We were playing the music.
Welcome to IQ Watson channel.
Alright, this is the last song and I'm done.
Welcome to the zone where we break it down. Extreme logic in session. Step up, wear the crown. Boldly talking real, no filter, no shame. Confronting taboos, we rewrite the game. Outdated beliefs, now we let them fall. Inhibit no more, we're standing tall. Activate your mind, elevate your view. Let's have real talks, honest and true. No restrictions here, only truth we chase. Step up, take charge, own your space. Quit being a victim. Stop the blame game. Elevate our spirit. Fuel your flame. You are a man. Rise and stand. Be.
Why are you doing stream, sir? You are already a rich man. And then a backsided compliment. Anyways, tutoe Kenodia. That is your poverty speaking. You are bringing your father's fight to me. I'm already a rich man, unlike your father. Is that the full sentence? Again, far headphones. Is that the full sentence? You are trying to ask, kwa nini naitisha M-Pesa? I'm asking them M-Pesa for this product, for this message. You are not my customer in anything else that I do to make money. You are not that customer. And here comes the insult. Here comes the insult. You cannot afford any of my products. You cannot afford any of my products. This one here is 50 shillings. Somebody else, but not you. You are gone. Mimi si wenu. I hope that last part got you before you left us. We will pay for you.
No more projections, no more lies. Look inside yourself, be wise, challenge the norms, break the chain. In this extreme logic, only truth remains. We go there where others fear, face the facts, make it clear. Rise above, don't hesitate, on your path, decide your fate.
Who else is new to me and they want to show her with my yes? Raise your hand if you are new to me. We don't have an in-house therapist, but I will serve you right. You must be very new to me. I feel sorry for you. Me, my name is not Ganothia. My name is George, NGA. I am a natural asshole. You need to go back to my recordings on Twitter. If you are new to me, you are going to have a very bad time here. Chances are, you are not going to be here long. This product is not for you. Now the question is, why are you still here? You see, Ganovia cannot say that because Ganovia depends on your mercy. Ganovia depends on you liking him and giving him a like and a follow and a view. Me, I don't have those problems. Not from you. Me, I will cut you off before you say hello. I do not need you. I want you to remember that. I know. Again, people don't talk like me. I talk like me. You have been used to the Ganovias of the world. I am not Ganovia. This here is not going anywhere. If this message is not for you, then why are you here? Do you want a countdown? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, leave. Kesi kwisha. But you're still here. You are hating because you are hurting. I know that. But me, I'm not Jesus. I'm not here to save you. I will bully you. Bully is B-U-L-L-Y. I will rub it in your face. I will make it worse. Mimi sio mtu mzuri. I don't know what to do with you, Zuri. So our interactions here are going to be very, very short-lived. Especially if you don't know me from Twitter. I am the wrong person for you. Do yourself a favor and go away. Anybody else speak like me? I need a DNA test. If you find somebody else who speak like me, go to Ganovia's page. Go speak nonsense there. Go chase clout there. This one here is for the right people, and you are not those people. This is the product you should be buying into, and you're not buying into. So why are you here? The effort it takes, especially from Africa, to have access to internet, to be here in the wrong place. Umepotea, we ni bubu ama ni kiziwi, ama ni kipofu. Tukushike mkono, tukupeleke kwa Ganovia. Mukarabane matako huko. Sio mimi. And I'm going to edit this message and post it somewhere else where you can see me, because I'll block you here. Are we together? George, NGA. This one. Hakuna Matata 254. We need to have a talk after the live. I'm 30 years old in a dilemma. Anytime I listen to you, my thinking changes. You should be writing that message on my phone number. My phone number is right there with a golden check, not the PIN number, the +1 512 738 6400. Scroll in the comment section, you're gonna see it there. Just the number with a +1. That is where we need to be talking. If you want a private session. I had a very productive private session yesterday with a sweet young woman. More helpful to me than to her, but she doesn't know it. Because now it validates my perception of the real world, how it looks like, coming from them. What I know is happening in those dynamics is actually what is happening because they are telling us that that is what's happening. So that message was even more beneficial to me than it was to them. So now when I speak about the same issues, I'm going to be doing it with authority because I have a reference point. I have a witness testimony. Hakuna Matata, text me my number. Text me on my number. Oh, you already did. I see you. What are you saying? Your M-Pesa number is not on WhatsApp. My M-Pesa number is pinned here. You're sending me a screenshot of me speaking here in real time. My M-Pesa number is pinned there. Are we dealing with the Gen Z? What is happening here? Yeah, my songs are not on Shazam. I create my own songs. The one that was playing, I created the 10 minutes before I came here. They are not on Shazam. These are my own creations. These are my own words. But let's solve that misunderstanding here. Your M-Pesa number is not on WhatsApp. My M-Pesa number is pinned here. The comment section here, the number is on the top. Separate from my WhatsApp number. That number is not going to do anything else other than accept M-Pesa. Are we together now? Okay. So Hakuna Matata 254. Are you the one with the name executive on your profile? Are you the one texting me here with the name executive on it? Simon, why are you so needy? Why is there so much of a woman energy in you, Simon? What is going on? If I didn't know your name, I would think I'm talking to a woman. Simon, key best friend. Why is there so many words in your language? Like a woman, useless talk. 7 messages in 2 hours. What did you not remember in message number 1? Why are you pouring your thought processes on me? One-sided conversation. Simon, Kibe's friend. That's how I saved your name. What is going on? Too much talk is useless. It's too much talk. I've never even talked to a woman this much. Mister, we don't know each other that way. So let's keep this conversation into the relationship that is here. Don't pull me into some imaginary friend zone. Again, headphones. What I'm saying, the headphones are going to translate in some sweet words that you are used to. Me, I don't know how to talk. It's almost 1 o'clock in Kenya. Granted, some of you are in the Middle East, but you are in the same latitude. So it's middle of the night, anywhere you are. What is happening here? We are done talking. If you are new here, we are done. We already talked about the hypergamy of Mungai Eve. Go home. Thank you, Hakimu Hakuna Matata guy. I have seen you've paid your dues. I see it. I see it. I see it. Your name will populate tomorrow, and then I will mention it. Where are we?
Activate your brains, it's time to move. Join the conversation, find your groove.
Funny enough, Bonnie Daudi, your M-Pesa have populated. I have other people's M-Pesa's names have not populated, but the money is there. But yours plus your name has populated. Your number ends with 221. Thank you so much, Bonnie, with a very good, generous M-Pesa. Bonnie Daudi, umeguzwa na this arrogant assholes talk. Asante. You people need to win yourself out of these puny influencers and celebrities that cater to your feelings. So they can never tell you things straight up. You have this very sketchy, volatile relationship, fragile relationship with these people that they cannot be themselves around you. You will never recruit me to that nonsense. Mimi nitakutusi alafu niweke message kwa hiyo matusi, because I have figured out that's how you remember things. Anaongeaga aje, alisema nini? Unajua alikuwa anasema ukweli lakini ni venye alisema. Beba hiyo message. Feelings pelekea hiyo nyanye. We are done here, mister. We are done here. I'm looking for other people to block. Why are you holding back your two feelings? Bring your two feelings here. Let me show you where I put people with two feelings. Thank you, Bon Daudi. Nashukuru sana.
Welcome to the show. zone where we break it down. Extreme logic and session, step up, wear the crown. Yeah, boldly talking real, yeah, no filter, no shame. Yeah, confronting taboos, yeah, we rewrite the game. Yeah, outdated beliefs, now we let them fall. Inhibit no more, we're standing tall. Hey, activate your mind, elevate your view. Let's have real talk, understand truth. No restrictions here, only truth we chase. Step up, take charge, own your space. We're being a victim. Stop the blame game. Elevate your spirit, fuel your flame. You are a man. Rise and stand. Be the man. The one who commands.
Be
No
the
more
man that
projections,
commands.
no more lies. Look inside yourself, be wise. Challenge the norms, break.
The thing here is, these people coming to express the frustrations with their fathers, with who they think represent their fathers here. When I kick them out, they go and create another pseudo account to come back. I know that. So you want to come and vent your frustration about your fathers to me? I refuse. I refuse. Here's a very good song for you. Where is it? Where is that song? This one here. Is it? Yes, I think. Questions 1408. Great show. Please talk about husband-son dynamics. Husband-son dynamics. Are you talking about father-son dynamics? Or what do you mean, husband-son dynamics?
This is the extreme logic zone. The things you
Start over. Start over. It's a good song.
This is the extreme logic zone. The things you will hear here will make you question everything. You will unlearn. You will relearn. And you will learn. We won't shield you from pain. We will tell you We won't shield you from pain. We will tell you the truth and let you uncover the lies. Face reality and you'll be free. Confront your fears and you will be courageous. This is the extreme logic zone. The things you will hear here will make you question everything. You will unlearn. You will relearn. And you will.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bwamuza. You love the show. And hiyo display ya vitabu za Kibe ni What Gwana. Then the background song does it a favor. Yeah, so I reduced the batch of the books because I have sent so many of them and there are just a few of them remaining. I can't remember how many they are. Maybe 18 or 20, maybe less. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, maybe 20. So I changed the display and I put this chest here and I put the books on top. If you're looking to buy this book and you're in North America, I will ship the book to you. You will have to go buy the book on andrewkibe.shop or text Kibe directly, pay with him, give him your address, he will give me the address, and I'll ship the book to you. That's what's up. You copies remain.
We won't shield you from pain.
You see what is happening here? You see what is happening here? Now there is a girl that has waited for midnight. And now they can say, hi, IQ. That's it. That's how women activate Kenodias. She does not have to say anything else. Hi, IQ. And now I'm going to be there chasing the high IQ. Hey, itakwa jude. Kwanyu neko. Ukona picha tuone. All she has to say is, hi, IQ. Uh-huh.
Tell you the truth. I'll let you uncover the lies. Stays reality and you'll be free. Confront your fears and you will be courageous and you will learn.
Judy, that is my number. That's my WhatsApp number. It's right there on the comment section at the bottom in gold. High Q. Sema hiyo high IQ here. Nikutambue. High IQ. If you just got here because of the title of the life, we have already talked about those things. You can go home. We are just chilling. We've been here 3 hours and 17 minutes. Wait for the production. Hey, mimi sio mtu mzuri.
Extreme logic zone. The things you will hear will make you question everything. You will unlearn. You will relearn. And you will we won't shield you from pain.
We will not shield you from pain.
We will tell you
the truth and let you discover the lies.
You'll be free. Confront your fears and you will be courageous.
Executive, the guy who is saying he sent me M-Pesa. You are the same guy from Twitter, aren't you? Are you not the same guy from Twitter who inherited my ex-girlfriend? Ama hatukuwa tuongea ukweli?
We are here for real talks, real life conversation, frank, open, and brutal truth. Be that man, be that man, that man for yourself. Be that man for your family. Be that man, community. Be that man for your society. Your country needs you. Be that man. World needs the sights and red. Women need strong men.
Who is Playboy Catty? Who is Playboy Catty?
Children need to see certainty and strength in your life for them to feel confident and secure. Be that man, be that man, be that man for yourself. Be that man for your family. Be that man, community.
Be that man for your society. Your country needs you. Be that.
These are my own songs. This is my own language. This is not a Playboy Karate songs. These are my own songs with my own language. Listen to this one. This is the last song and we are done. We are done, guys. I don't know what we are doing here. Tell me if you have not read these lyrics as post on my Twitter. All of them. Every one of the sentence is derived from the tweets I have made on Twitter.
Yeah. Welcome to IQ Watson channel. This is the extreme logic zone of the Ask IQ show. We conduct real talks here. Nothing is off limits. Nobody is off limit. The mark of the man is dependability and really ability, and he delivers the truth with honesty. Minimize your needs. Uncomplicate your life. Simplify your routine.
It's the same guy.
And constantly have things to look forward to. Do not involve women in your planning. They may be on the plan like a burger is on a menu, but not in the kitchen like the chef. Every man with an ambition has a period in their life where they build a foundation. No fucking around. No distractions. No excuses. Just pure tunnel vision. And building themselves. This is what separates the best from the rest. You are good at anything you put your mind to. The day you decide to change the things you put your mind to is the day you'll be good at what you put your mind to. Be protect your seed. Be deliberate in choosing the mother of your future children.
We are done here, guys. We are done here. We are done. There's nothing else we are doing here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for participating in today's space. I will leave this live as public for them that are just joining us to catch up with it.
IQ Watson channel.
Okay? Asanteni sana kwa kuwa hapa.
Of the Ask IQ show.
Let me see how tomorrow looks like.
We conduct real talks here. Nothing is off limits. Nobody is off limit. The mark of
Tomorrow
the man
is 27, I think.
And reliability. And he delivers the two.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Tomorrow we can do 3 hours max. We start at 6 p.m. Maybe a little earlier if I wake up well. I'm 9 hours behind. So 6 p.m. is 9 a.m. So if I can make it to wake up at 7, we can do 5 p.m. If not, we do 6 p.m. and only do for 3 hours. Okay? We are done here. Asanteni sana kwa kuwa hapa. Tumeni mpesa.
Has a period in their life where they build a foundation. No distractions, no excuses. Just pure tunnel vision in building themselves. This is what separates the best from the rest. You are good at anything you put your mind to. The day day you decide to change the things you put your minds to is the day you'll be good at what you put your mind to. Be deliberate in choosing the mother of your future children. Boston. Welcome to IQ Watson channel. This is the extreme logic zone of the Ask IQ show. We conduct real talks here. We sit your lights in Wackney. Nothing is off limits. Nobody is off limit. The mark of the man is dependability and reliability. And he delivers the two with honesty. Gentlemen, minimize your needs, uncomplicate your life, simplify your routine and constantly have things to look forward to. Do not involve women in your planning. They may be on the plan like a burger's on the menu, but not in the kitchen as chef. Every man with an ambition has a period in their life where they build a foundation. No fucking around, no distractions, no excuses. Just pure tunnel vision into their purpose and goals. This is what separates the best ones from everybody else. You are good at anything you put your mind to. The day you decide to change the things you put your mind to is the day you'll be good at what you put your mind to. As a man, your primary duty is to protect your seed by being very deadly. As a man, your primary duty is to protect your seed by being very deadly. Yeah. Welcome to IQ Watson channel. This is the extreme logic zone of the Ask IQ show. We conduct real talks here. Procedurality would work it. Nothing is off limits. Nobody is off limits. Yeah. The mark of the man is dependability and reliability, and he delivers the two with honesty. Gentlemen, minimize your needs, uncomplicate your life, simplify your routine, and constantly have things to look forward to. Do not involve women in your planning. They may be on a plan like a burger was on the menu, but not in the kitchen as chef. Every man with an ambition has a period in their life where they build a foundation. No fucking around, no distractions, no excuses. Just pure tunnel vision into their purpose and goals. This is what separates the best ones from everybody else. You are good at anything you put your mind to. The day you decide to change the things you put your minds to is the day you'll be good at what you put your mind to. As a man, your primary duty is to protect your seed by being very diligent.
The game of hypergamy is cruel. She chews you up and spits you out. She monkey branches and leaves. You question yourself and you wonder, what did I do wrong? What happened? You did not do anytime wrong, bro. That was not your honor to keep. Don't beat yourself up, little guy. Just get your money right, amigo. You see, in this game of exchange of values in the sexual marketplace, she already comes with her value. Her value is in her. You, there's a woman, you do not have your own value. You were born with no value. You have to build your own value. Get your money right, Mr. Big Shot. Then and only then will you participate in the marketplace of exchange of value. Listen to me. When you get your money right, when you get your value up, do not spend that value with the same women that deny you their own value. Go back in time and reward yourself with a fresh and young woman that has value, and trade on equal terms in this marketplace of exchange of value. Sarah does alone.
Yeah.